Hey, this is my follow-up update from my other vlog where I talked about my live drawing and my project ideas. So I went to the live drawing session and it was really good. And I recorded my reaction yesterday, but I was so tired and it was coming across in the video. I just looked like I had finished like a 12-hour shift. And so I thought, well, I'll just wait till tomorrow where I've got more energy and everything and I'll record it then. Because it was kind of making me sound like I was annoyed at stuff that I wasn't annoyed at just because I was tired. The live drawing session was exactly what I thought it would be. I kind of mentioned that in my other vlog where the model starts off doing really short timed poses and then they get longer and longer so that by the end he was posing for about 20 minutes. And I got a quick video of the space that we were in, so I'll show that. Usually there's a stage and lighting. It was really cool that we were in the museum because the lighting was really good for it. They didn't have to pull out a bunch of fixtures and set it up. One of the other artists that was there was older. She told me she was 81. And every now and then for some of the breaks, she had to tell me that, you know, when she was in art school, there never would have been a male model. That was just improper. And she was talking about how it was back in '65. She thought all of her sketches looked angry. I didn't think that they did. But here are a couple of my sketches that I did. And I felt kind of complimented during the session because there was actually an art professor from SCAD that was there and he saw them and he asked me if he could take a picture of my sketches, which it may not have been that my drawings were so amazing that he just had to, he just had to take a photograph. I think it was probably more because the paper I was drawing on was a little bit more bluish than white. And so it looked kind of different, it looked kind of cool. And I think that he was probably more interested in just showing that as like an example for what his students could do or how they could sketch and all that other stuff. I had bought that charcoal pad like years ago and had forgotten that it was multicolored. So when I opened it, it was like a surprise to me too, but I played it off like it was all on purpose. Outside of that, I've been having trouble uploading videos. On my other channel, my art channel, I did a video called Do You Need an Art Degree? And it seems like I'm a little bit out of focus. And I don't know why. And I was a little bit out of focus for the kind of trailer to this channel as well. And I'm not sure why. Because I'll set up my camera, I put it into focus, I put something where I'm gonna stand and then I go there. And so I'm not sure what it is and I can't see myself with the camera. Like I'm doing this one on my iPhone. I'm trying to see if the iPhone's better for this than my cameras, which seems silly because, I've got this big fancy camera. It's my Canon EOS 5. I mean, it takes great photographs, but the last video that I did, it was almost like there wasn't enough data or that I was slow. And I'm not sure if that was a me thing. I'm not sure, because I used the same software to upload. I used the same everything to put the video in and it just wasn't quite right. I'm gonna keep making videos. I've kind of mentioned this in a couple of my posts, but I used to not post things because they weren't perfect, and in an effort to make something perfect, I would make nothing at all. So I'm just making myself push on. And plus, it's not like I have a whole lot of content on my channel, and this one's all about me talking about me learning and different things I'm doing. So this is my first video that I'm shooting with my iPhone. Another thing that happened was I got this from my mom, which is super cool. It's full of a bunch of vintage stamps. I took some photos with the stamps and my camera and I made the thumbnail for this video because photography is also something that I'm interested in. So hopefully more for that. And a video I probably will upload later this week will be on my soap making. I got into a festival where the woman there wants me to sell my soap. I'll be the only soap vendor. She thinks they'll sell very well. My soap is not an artisanal soap in that like I have really great lye or anything else. It's more of a novelty soap where I'm just using a melt and pour, but the idea is a little novel and that's about all I've got for it. They look great and it ended up that the design of it worked out better than I thought it would. So next video I'll be talking about that. And maybe I'll also be able to fix my audio by doing this. I bought this ever so long ago, haven't used it. I'm not sure if I plug this into my phone while I'm vlogging or exactly how to get everything to align, how other people are doing it. I'm still figuring stuff out, obviously. But that's where we are today, and that's my little update vlog, and I'm gonna keep marching on, I'm gonna keep doing it, and hopefully if I stay consistent, then things will turn out well. You know, I keep looking up stuff about YouTube, like when should I post, you know, this, that, and the other, and I kind of feel like my channel's so small that it probably doesn't matter when I post. Like, I don't have any subscribers, so it's not like anybody gets notified, but I'm trying to do the best I can and follow the advice that the internet gives me. And I'm really coming to respect people who can talk really fluidly in front of the camera. Leon Lush, Stanzy, there's a bunch of YouTubers that I enjoy watching, and they just make it look super easy. They just talk in front of the camera. It gives you this illusion that they're talking right to you. Oh, Cinnamon Toast Ken with his friend. And I mean, I tell myself that, you know, it's difficult now, but if you were doing it for years, you'll probably get a lot more comfortable. You'll probably sound a lot less robotic, and that's the hope and part of why I'm pushing out the videos like I am. And I hope to keep the enthusiasm and to not get discouraged by the fact that, you know, it's difficult. YouTube's like anything else. If you put in the work, you should get the reward unless you're doing something really wrong. And I'm hoping that every time I go to make a video that I learn a little bit of something and I get a little bit better at other things. But I should have a soap update this week and start that series along with a couple of other things. But I just wanted to say thank you for those who have watched even halfway or part of the way for this. I appreciate every view that I get. I've got my other channel, my art channel, linked below, my Instagram if you want to check out other stuff and see what I'm about. But until next time, I'm gonna keep making.